Okay, guys, welcome back to Washington Press. I hope you're having fun today. So today I wanted to make a kind of like my theory reaction video about the new RE. I think this game is made in REX engine, at least partially, because I think they were updating the RE engine. So we're gonna take a look here. It revealed yesterday at the very end of Summer Games Fest 2025 in LA, I believe. And so I was so excited. I was actually live. I was like, okay, I tried to like quit 10 times, but you just can't go, right? So if when I saw Maggie Robertson, I was like, okay, this is gonna be it. And then she came back again. It was so weird. I was watching like five different live streams. I was clicking by on YouTube, and I was like, okay, I think they're gonna announce something. At least, maybe not announce because it was announced before, a year ago. But what about just trying to address something, showing a teaser, game art, correct character design, anything that we could just try to gnaw on, because the only thing we had known was that this game, I mean, was that the next Resident Evil game is being made. So we only knew that Capcom was creating a Resident Evil game. It could be speculated that it would have been like a remake or a spin-off. Mario Mario Kart, right? Anything. But no, it's Resident Evil 9. I was like, okay, they're gonna show us something because it's high time. We have not had anything since like March 2023 with Resident Evil 4 remake. And yeah, we had like a DLC in what, September 2023, but it was it. Nothing more. Like radio silence for like over 2 years. And recently, with their kind of like a milestone, I think they celebrated it and teased RE9. So the new game is called Resident Evil 9 Requiem, which could be like a religious thing, or it could be just like something that there's like three or more definitions to it. I actually did check. A lot of people checked it yesterday, and so it's, for me, I think it's basically like a catharsis, something to something to kind of transform you into like a different state of being emotionally and just in life spiritually. And so I'm gonna play this trailer and I'm gonna be analyzing it bit by bit probably. So let's go.
Sir.
Grace! Grace! Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh, coming.
All right, so right off the top, we can see that we have Grace Ashcroft. So Ashcroft is Alyssa Ashcroft, was a character in Resident Evil Outbreak. I think File 2. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure right now. and she was a journalist, and she made it out of Raccoon City. So I was like, okay, this is RE Engine. I mean Rex, possibly Engine. And when I was like, okay, this could be many games because this FBI office, also FBI, right? Like this is not very Resident Evil at all. And this guy coming, like this shot, not very Resident Evil. Also Grace, I I don't like. There's no characters like Grace, like in the series. I think I'm not sure. There could be like a minor character, but I'm just not sure. And I was like, this isn't very Resident Evil. How this character is. This is more like, I would say, more like, let's say, Control. It could be any other kind of like double or triple A game really from this kind of intro here. When I heard Ashcroft, I was like, okay, this is Code Veronica, right? Because it was like midnight or 1 a.m. and I was like, okay, it was Ashford, right? So I mixed it up because it's so similar and I don't really think about it. Let me continue here. Let's see what we got.
If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago.
All right. So, we learned that Alyssa was killed, unfortunately, probably investigating, I don't know, something connected to Umbrella, the connections, possibly a cult. I'm not sure if there could be a cult, because this would like be really RE4. And I was guessing that we're gonna have Leon or some new character that's not a, let's say, like a kind of clumsy girl. No offense or anything, but what I mean is that this is Resident Evil, and also this is Resident Evil 9, right? It's not like a spin-off. It's not like I don't know, like Resistance, right? This is like a big game, the biggest game probably in a series for now. And having like her, Grace, like really keen on investigating, and also being very kind of like, you know what I mean, like, do you know what I mean? Like she's not your typical Resident Evil character. I get it that they're doing something new, but I have my theories if she's gonna be playable. I think she's gonna be playable, but what we can be shown here is that like this is like a main story, right? So you cannot be sure if it's Resident Evil until you actually hear Ashcroft. I was like, okay, is this Resident Evil? The first time I actually kind of was like, okay, this is Resident Evil, was when they showed Grace's shot for the first time of her face. So kind of somewhere kind of here, probably. And I was like, okay, this is RE Engine, because I can, this is here, right? Somewhere here. So I was like, okay, what engine is this? I mean, I play a lot of Resident Evil, and I was like, okay, this looks like the next gen of RE Engine. And also here in the office, here.
Report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in...
Right here. This lighting, this shading, let's say how her skin reflects light, and just, the hair, because, they did a lot with hair in RE4 remake. I was like, okay, this is RE engine. This one, because we have light here and shadow, so we can analyze it well here. So I'm like, okay, this kind of has to be Resident Evil. Look at the character, right? Very similar model to Ashley and Rose. So I was like, okay, this is probably Resident Evil. If it's not, then I'm an idiot, but it was. Also, I think we're gonna go as Grace, or she will just go there alone to Raccoon City, probably two or just at least one more location outside of the city itself, probably. Because I just cannot believe that they can pull off a game in, kind of like a barren Raccoon City. I don't think so. Other than just some otherworldly stuff underground, but I'm not sure if they're gonna go underground for the whole game. Um, a lot of pressure. We can speculate what they can do based on what they cannot do. They cannot go typical. So this is for sure. They cannot do typical. They have to do a lot. They cannot overdo it. They have to be perfect. Very hard, but I hope they make it. Also, I think we're gonna have two protagonists, two playable characters. I don't think there's gonna be three. I think we're gonna have two main protagonists, just like, let's say the fashion of Alan Wake 2, or basically like RE2, right? This is going, for me, it's going like towards RE2 or RE4. I don't think we're gonna have a lot of RE7 or 8 in this game, just because when I look at it, like when you look at the teaser trailer or just the gameplay of Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, you're like, okay, this game is like this, right? This is a horror game. This is like going back to roots. Very different than RE9. Resident Evil 8, very different from RE7, RE9, right? Very different from every Resident Evil game. Very kind of like showcasey, very illustrative, very, let's say, cinematic, a lot of enemy variety, a lot of, let's say, cut content. There was supposed to be Ada. There was supposed to be mini bosses cut out. A lot of, it was supposed to be a spin-off. It kind of ended up as Resident Evil 8. And RE9 here with, the director of Resi 7, because he's coming back. He said that it was really difficult for him. And I do not want let's say, replay of RE7. The last thing I want is like the same formula kind of like accentuated here. For the trailer, I think we can be sure that we're not getting in like a previous game, right? So like if we go back, RE1, 2, 3, really similar, like almost the same game with like a different building. RE4 is kind of its own thing, although RE5 and 6 for me follow a very similar formula. 7 and 8 have like this formula of first perspective, being very innovative, and having like ideas kind of like if you're like 10 vodkas drunk and you're just throwing darts, don't know where. So this is kind of like what they're doing. In RE9, I think they're kind of like changing everything. I mean, it was kind of sad that this game is supposed to be like different. So RE4 was very different. RE7 very different, right? So I think this is like the third time we're doing like a shit different. Let me just play it for a second so I can shut up.
Days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past.
I cannot lie, it's giving me Silent Hill right now.
Grace.
Alright, so let's just go back for a little second. I wanted to see the first flashback because it's really fast.
I know.
Okay, a little bit here.
I need your eyes on the crime
Here.
scene. The Renwood Hotel.
Okay, there is something. Okay, it's so fast.
I need your eyes on the crime
One
scene.
more time.
The Renwood Hotel.
Also, his name is Dempsey, so shout out. Oh yeah, there is something here.
I know that's where your mother was murdered.
Okay.
Alyssa died 8 years ago.
Okay, so I think there's gonna be like, I mean, it's kind of like a no-brainer. It's not very like obvious as well. I think there's gonna be a community. I'm not sure if it's gonna be in Raccoon, but a community, and the protagonist or two protagonists, the protagonist for short, will have to kind of do RE4. Grace is kidnapped, right? So I think one different character will have to kind of, you know, do the government job and go somewhere and rescue a girl, right? Okay. I mean, I'm not saying they're, you know, pulling off a formula. I'm just saying that it's probably gonna happen because I just don't believe that this girl, I mean, this character, doesn't matter who it is, this character here will kind of free herself, right? So I don't think so. This character will probably not free themselves, or if it's like a shitty cult, she can free herself. But I don't think Grace will just do everything alone. I don't think she's skilled in combat. I know that Ethan was kind of just a guy, but then he mutated. I don't think she's gonna mutate, or maybe she already has mutated. I don't know. I think there will be a virus, not a parasite or a fungus or anything like that. I think we're gonna go with the virus. I think we're gonna kind of because you know the megamycete is connected to Spencer now. No, yeah, Spencer. I think we could have like a different sub mutation here. So it could be like a virus, but like unlike any other, right? Let's just go back to the flashback
No,
here
2 days
of the guy.
tops.
Put a technical analyst on this. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered.
Right. So this guy kind of looks like a cultist here for me.
I know that's where your mother was murdered.
So this is Alyssa. And you know, cloaks, right? Could be a monk. This mouth is really similar to the mouth at the end. So this could be a zombie. I don't think it's just a zombie because zombies don't behave like this. I know it's a flashback, but it's a memory. And zombies just go like this. So it's not a zombie. It's probably a mutated human. It's really giving me Plaga here. Let's just try to see what we have here. And this looks like I want to say that this looks like a RPD kind of like hallway, but it's probably the hotel.
Grace.
What is this? Hey!
Stay close.
So this is probably the hotel. Probably Raccoon City here. Not a flashback of anything else.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one.
This is giving me Spencer vibes. And also, you know, the gramophone is giving me kind of like early RE vibes.
Miss Ashcroft.
And also, oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. If it's Spencer, oh my god. I have a theory now that Spencer could be like cloned or just revived himself and just kind of like woke up in Raccoon City after it's been bombarded, and he's gonna create like a cult to like get her DNA just to like do whatever he wants, because this fireplace and his hair is just giving me Spencer.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you
So we have
are my
RPD.
hope.
Everyone's gone.
Alright, this enemy is freaky.
Everyone's gone.
Right, so we can see that there's multiple enemies here. The one in the back looks like Abstract Daddy for me. It's really giving me like Silent Hill. It is giving me PT. Because of like, I don't know, like it's kind of like giving me PT. The corridors. We have a lot of corridors here. Have you noticed this? We have a corridor. We have so many corridor shots. Long hallways shots. It's not typical for like a modern RE. What is this anyway? Let me inspect this because it's probably something infecting them. Yeah. These are probably like tyrants type or kind of like a liquor type. It could be like big. It could be like we can kind of. They're probably blind because I don't think there can. I don't think these use their eyes. If they did, I think we would have seen their eyes. It's giving me liquor because they can crawl, right? But what I mean is that this is probably like a section in which we cannot move past here. But I think it's kind of like a liquor enemy here. Let's continue. Yeah, so someone was suffocating. This is probably a person being infected by the virus here. Yeah. Yeah, it's giving me RE4. I don't want, and I also love the palette here. I love the kind of like really, really light steel. I mean, it's supposed to be white, right? But for me, it's kind of like if you like really, really white out the a bright steel. It's kind of like giving me metallic palette here. It's not just white. This is a very blacked out black here. And also we have really metallic kind of like brighten up color sorry, I cannot speak, used here. So yeah. Also, it's really interesting that they put trademark in here. I mean, I don't know the law, but kind of, I'm not sure if it's necessary. It reminds me of Marvel because I always can see that. Kind of reminds me of fingerprints as well here because there's kind of lines here or here, or actually even here. It kind of looks like fingerprints. Also looks like someone sprayed it like that. I did not see, this kind of paint splash before. This is definitely the classic typewriter here. I think it could be the classic RE 1996 or RE remake font here. So this is definitely kind of, this part is kind of like 7, 8, and 9. And this part is kind of like Resident Evil 1. Very interesting. I think they have never actually did this much design-wise. Let's say color-wise. This is super fucking simple. Can you see this? Like, this is simple as hell. You could expect like black and white and red, right? So red is for like Resident Evil 2, 3 remakes probably, right? With 4 they went kind of like with the kind of like distorted light. So there was like a lot of green, blue, and yellow, right? With 7 they went for orange out of all colors and white. For 8 Village, they went with silver and kind of like metallic gold. So that was like really toned down. The colors of the village are grays, so they have to tone it down just a bit because it's winter. It's gray. It's Eastern Europe, I believe, or the verge of Eastern Europe in Romania, and this is where Resident Evil 8 is set in. So they had to tone it down just a little bit because a lot of the game is really toned colors, with the emphasis on Lady Dimitrescu and her castle being warm colors, so really immersive, really kind of like decorative and out there. And then we go to House Beneviento, which is really dark, so this is kind of like going with action, going with horror as well. So not trying to blend it in too much because they probably couldn't do it in a way that it was satisfactory. So they kind of like put it down. I think level designers had very different ideas of what the game could be. Also, that the story changed a lot. The development was rocky as hell, and there was a lot more story and emphasis on the lords. Was supposed to be 5 lords. Even without the merchant, there was supposed to be a different lord, a different storyline, less of Mia, more Ada. So yeah, they cut a lot, they changed a lot. And here, the design is really simple. I don't think I have seen a simple design in Resident Evil since like earlier games, because 6 has this like really elaborate kind of cover. 5, I mean, like, it's such an old game, I'm not sure if I can judge, but 5 is like, yeah, like fire, light, okay, this is like a very kind of like 2008 2009 design. And here, this is kind of like a new design. I don't think they, let's say, ripped it off anywhere. I think they actually made it up because it's, let's say, right now, you know what's popular in gaming? AAA, a lot of story, a lot of fantasy and horror, but fantasy. Also, they are kind of like maybe paving the way. I think this game could be experimental because it's not like a typical release. Everyone I saw was very, very much kind kind of like shocked, maybe not shocked, surprised, very much surprised, because they did not expect this. I did not expect this to be like what it is. Again, I think we're gonna be really kind of like baited like 2 times probably. At least one, I think two, because they're probably showing us a story from a certain perspective. Although I think this is like the entry perspective. I think the second time, the demo or just a different trailer they're gonna give us in like 1 or 2 months is probably gonna like show us a lot what this game is really, because there is no gameplay, there is like no even story. We have no idea what this game is about. There's like okay, it's 3 minutes, but is there anything else here? A character which could be unplayable, I mean non-playable is what I mean, is Grace, and she's like a daughter of like a really really minor character in a minor game. I mean, Outbreak is cool, but it's not like one of the biggest games in the series. And she's going back to Raccoon City. There's monsters. Like, I mean, I could have like done it like 10 years ago. I mean, this is no information really. Like, we get visuals, cool. We don't know anything. Let's try to look at the meaty pieces here again. So she's abducted and she is calling for help. I don't think she's gonna make it out herself, because she's injured here. She's probably not going like this to her sides. And, you know, she's kind of like upside down as well. She's injured. So I think we're going to play as her for a time, like for like a part of the game. And then we're going to have to rescue her or try to rescue her, because she can actually die. She doesn't have to like be the main character here at all. It seems like it, but again, perspective, right? We can make a comedy a horror if we want to. This is all perspective. So let's try to analyze this for one last time.
Stay close. They're coming.
They're coming.
Now that you're the one that I've been searching for.
This is fucking
Special
Spencer.
one.
Spencer.
Chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
This is Spencer, and
Investigating all
this
these strange
is
deaths, huh?
We need to keep our...
this.
Miss
Look here.
Ashcroft.
These mountains is the Arklay Mountains. This is the
Investigating
mansion.
all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know
RPD.
that you are my hope.
Everyone's
this
gone.
woman? Where are these people? What is this place? Right? So I think it's probably an ongoing mutation. I'm not sure who this is, but this could be a cult, because they all look like zealots from RE4. I mean, this is exactly what zealots look like in RE4 remake. So you don't know. I think this game is gonna be super fucking fantastic. What is this place? What is this woman? This is probably... This could be a flashback. Yeah, it's probably a flashback. The chain is giving me Lisa Trevor. Trevor? Yeah, Trevor. Right. I love this. I was kind of surprised when they didn't use the Roman IX. But if they want to go with Requiem, I mean, it's enough probably. I wonder what the cover is. The release date is February 27th, 2026. Xbox, PS, PC, at least. This game is probably gonna be like $69, I think, or at least $60 USD. And I think we're gonna get a DLC. I think we're gonna get multiple DLCs, definitely not one. If we're gonna get DLC, and we will get DLC, we're gonna get multiple. None of them will be free, definitely. That's not what DLC is for. Yeah, I love this. I was really worried, and I still am not kind of like set with my opinions and everything. I think we're gonna learn on August 19th, probably, because this is the opening night of Gamescom 2025 live in Germany in Cologne. I am not sure if I go there. I might just go there. The ticket is like 30 euro, 50 euro. It's like almost the same as dollars. So I'm like, okay, for me, it's like a 5-hour drive or 1-hour flight. So I can go there. I'm not sure, but I think I could go there because I really want to play the demo. If I go there, I will fucking upload this. I love it. I'm not sure what your opinion is. I'm really curious about the theories. Now there's like a million videos on YouTube and everywhere else about it. I cannot wait for it. I will play this game when it comes out. Like the second it comes out, I will play it. I will buy the Ultra Deluxe Edition. Could be a collector's edition even. Never got a collector's edition. If they have something new, I maybe will consider it. I really cannot speak because this is shocking for me here. And yeah, I think that's it here. I'm gonna be trying to end this video. Hello, Creeper. Here. I didn't even realize I had Minecraft here. I'm not sure if I have it. Maybe it's just an icon here. So yeah, I hope you liked the video. I'm not sure how long it is. Oh, it is. Ooh, it is long. Okay, doesn't matter. I was like, okay, it's 10 minutes. Yeah, it's 40 minutes. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna edit it. Not because I don't have Premiere Pro anymore, but because there's no need for it. It's okay here. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. If you're still here, I love you. I will give my body to you. And I will come back like in 1 hour. I'm gonna go and stream Resident Evil 3 Remake because I just want to go back to streaming. Yesterday I had only like 20 minutes, half an hour maybe, and it was like I streamed for 90 minutes. Not less than an hour and 20 minutes, like, because it just goes by so fast. The first thing I know, I've been playing for an hour and 25 minutes. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. Drop your comment if you think, if you agree, maybe you disagree with everything I say. I would love that because then I can argue. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm also gonna promote it. I'm working on a Resident Evil 4 video. I'm gonna showcase Resident Evil 4 for what it is. You know, the 05 and the remake versions, the 4 or 5 scrapped versions. And just talk about game development. So excited for it. I'm writing the script and I will have to download 500 videos and I will have to record 10 hours of gameplay probably, but it doesn't matter. Thank you again for being here. This is Washington Press. This is Sebastian, and I will see you guys in the next fucking video. See ya.